The Jets have fired Robert Saleh. Crazy, man. Crazy. I didn't see this coming, right? My kind of guess coming into the season, if the Jets started like 1-5, 1-6, maybe we would start to talk about it. We're 2-3. Jets fired him. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN is now reporting that the quarterback and head coach did not seem to be on the same page. So, first off, there's been so many arguments to be made, against a lot of the things that have been happening with the Saleh regime. But I'll say this, whenever somebody does get fired, it is brutal, right? It is, you never wish for somebody to go through this situation, whether it's in football or, anywhere else in life. So, I do feel for Robert. And I hope he bounces back. I think he's going to be totally fine. I think he's one of the best defensive minds in football. I think when it comes to his specific scheme, he can take that scheme and implement it into any system he wants that has already a pretty solid front four down lineman. If you're a team like that and you need a defensive mind and you have some solid edge rushers, Saleh could be your next defensive coordinator. I think he will be, again, totally fine as a defensive guy. I think the problem with Saleh in this regime here, gosh, there's so much happening. The problem with the regime, I think ultimately what was the downfall? Leadership and accountability. And it's not necessarily all on one guy. It's not all on Robert Saleh. Joe Douglas is to blame. What is his record? 28-56 or some god-awful number. We can talk about Nathaniel Hackett. We could talk about really the entire offensive staff. But there's just question after question after question watching this football team. There's problems all over the field, whether it's penalties, whether it's turnovers, whether it's protecting the quarterback, whether it's run blocking, whether it's in-game situations, whether it's clock management, whether it's the list goes on, right? I mean, we have good players, very, very good players regressing. Breece Hall's numbers are not where they need to be. Garrett Wilson had a good game against the Minnesota Vikings, but we'll see. If that continues, I don't know. It seems as though when one player stands out, or when one player has a good game, he's quiet the next couple of games. Think back to Tyler Conklin a couple of weeks ago against the Patriots. But in the end, I gotta say, I'm not 100% sold on this Joe Douglas Saleh, again, regime here, but I was not expecting it to come this soon. I was not expecting 2-3. And for the Jets to fire Robert Saleh. I think maybe Quincy Williams' comments were eye-opening when he said, hey, we need to start holding people accountable. We cannot continue to, hear the same thing. We don't want to hear it. More breaking news now. The Jets have promoted Jeff Ulbrich as interim head coach. We'll see. I don't think Jeff Ulbrich has been perfect this season. But man. Here we are, right? 2-3, season's ahead of us. We got the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers next up. Jeff Ulbrich is in charge. We will see if there is more communication. Firing Robert Saleh, to me at least, doesn't really make that big of an impact on the offensive side of the football. That's where the teams, the majority of the team's struggles have lied. So unless Jeff Ulbrich comes in and has some great offensive ideas, but you got to think, okay, the team is 2-3. Where were those ideas for the last 4 years? So I don't know. At least I want to see I want to see guys playing like their hair is on fire. The way Quincy Williams plays, I want to see the entire team playing like that. Offense, defense, special teams, starters, backups, star players, guys that only play for 1 snap, 2 snaps, 110%. 110%. So Jeff Ulbrich's in charge. Is the season over? No, absolutely not. If the Jets kept Robert Saleh, the season was not over. But I think with this move, the thing that's crazy here is the Jeremy Fowler report about Aaron Rodgers and Saleh not being on the same page. And now it's looking like the Jets are moving on. We're really catering to Aaron here. I'll say that. We're bringing in, it really seems as though whoever is making these decisions, they are, this is like Rodgers' team now. This is Rodgers' team. oh, we'll go get you Nathaniel Hackett, oh, we'll go get you Randall Cobb and Adrian Amos and Alan Lazard and Billy Turner and Tim Boyd, all these former Packers. And now Robert Saleh's gone. So I want to swear I'm not going to do it, but geez. I'm almost blown. I'm blown away here. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Expect a lot of videos. So quick little update. So there's a massive hurricane hitting the west coast of Florida. I evacuated late last night. So, and I couldn't, bring everything. So I couldn't bring my camera and stuff. So I have my phone. But I'm going to try to pump out as much, content as possible this week. We still have the whole Devontae Adams rumors and everything like that. But expect a lot of videos with coaches, because I have a long list of coaches that I feel like make a ton of sense for the New York Jets. Ton of sense. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, go Jets.